Deep in the Saudi Arabian desert lies Prince Sultan Air Base. For decades, it operated as one of the most heavily fortified military zones on Earth. It serves as a critical strategic hub, acting as the primary staging ground for Saudi forces and the United States Air Force in the Middle East. But on the night of March 27, 2026, a coordinated barrage of Iranian missiles and drones rained down, tearing through those defenses. The immediate toll was devastating. In a matter of hours, the strike wiped out over $3 billion worth of United States Air Force assets. By striking the very heart of Prince Sultan Air Base, Iran has shown that the multi-layered defenses protecting American power in the region are no longer an absolute shield. The crown jewel of those destroyed assets was the E-3 AWACS. Valued at over $700 million, it features a massive radar dome and serves as a highly advanced early warning system. The AWACS functions as an eye in the sky. It dictates the operational range, situational awareness, and combat capability of all surrounding U.S. fighter jets. The initial American response followed a standard military playbook. Officials attempted to underplay the strike and minimize public awareness of the total damage. But the cover-up failed. Journalists, aided by leaks of Russian satellite imagery, published clear photos exposing the burned wreckage of the AWACS and vital refueling jets to the world. Losing standard fighter jets is difficult, but the public, verifiable destruction of a massive radar hub strips away a layer of American global authority that cannot be easily replaced. This massive loss raises an immediate, glaring question. How did a heavily sanctioned nation manage to bypass American air defenses with such pinpoint accuracy? The intelligence gap is massive. Iran simply does not possess the advanced satellite infrastructure required to identify and target individual jets parked on a blacked-out tarmac. Yet, on the ground, their confidence was absolute. Iranian state media weaponized social media, flooding the internet with memes to openly mock the United States. In one propaganda video released during the strike, an Iranian official casually drinks pomegranate juice while a massive rocket engine ignites, and a missile launches into the sky right behind him. That level of supreme confidence, paired with impossible tactical precision, indicates that Iran is operating as a proxy for a much larger, invisible superpower. The true architect behind this strike sits in Moscow. This level of precision is the result of Vladimir Putin's intelligence apparatus. World leaders are already calling out this proxy alliance. Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky explicitly pointed to a Russian link behind the Middle East attacks. This covert Russian mission, Operation Hidden Hand, was designed specifically to counter the American military campaign, Operation Epic Fury. Instead of deploying troops, Russian satellites in low Earth orbit beamed the exact real-time coordinates of American jets directly to Iranian missile silos. It is an effective strategy. Russia managed to inflict massive, multi-billion-dollar damage on American military assets without firing a single shot or risking direct war. The ultimate threat to the U.S. is no longer Iranian firepower. It is the invisible, weaponized data pipeline provided by Russian space assets. The shockwaves from the desert have now reached the political epicenter in Washington, D.C. President Trump's immediate reaction is a push for escalation. Preparations are rapidly underway for a full-scale ground invasion of Iran. The risks of this plan are high. A failed initial strike will almost certainly result in American soldiers being captured or killed on hostile territory. Geopolitical analysts are warning of a severe domestic consequence. If the United States enters a prolonged ground conflict, the government will likely be forced to institute a military draft. This conscription would directly target American youth. Civilians under the age of 30 would be rapidly called up to fight. The conflict has moved from desert tarmacs to the front doors of American families, threatening to trade their children for a regional war. And the fallout extends far beyond the military. The destruction in Saudi Arabia is already triggering an economic contagion here at home. This chart shows the vulnerability. 55% of Americans have their retirement tied to the stock market, compared to single digits in India. In response, the market is panicking. The Nasdaq has plummeted 12%, while fuel prices surge. Both wealthy and middle-class Americans are watching their financial security evaporate. Inflation is climbing, and retirement funds are bleeding value by the hour. If the administration continues this path, the financial security defining the American middle class could vanish, leaving the economy in a hole that takes decades to climb out of. Operation Hidden Hand found the one target more vulnerable than a parked jet: the retirement accounts and daily cost of living.